Hey there, I'm Sam Darris, and music's been my lifeblood for as long as I can remember. It's more than just melodies and rhythms. It's a force, a language that speaks to the soul. And you know what? This ain't just some poetic riff. History backs it up. We've been tapping into music's magic for centuries. Go back to the ancient Greeks. Those philosophers in togas, they were onto something. They believed music could soothe the troubled mind, that it held a key to harmony within ourselves. Fast forward through time, and we see this belief echoed again and again. Shamans used drumming and chanting for healing, and medieval courts had their musicians to lift spirits and ease burdens. Music's power to heal, to connect. It's woven into the very fabric of our history. It's in the lullabies that calmed our cries as babies, in the anthems that united communities, in the songs that gave voice to our joys and sorrows. It's a universal language that transcends borders and speaks to something deep within us all. These days, we call it music therapy, but the essence remains the same. It's about harnessing the incredible power of music to improve our well-being, emotionally, mentally, even physically. It's a way to use music to address all sorts of challenges life throws our way. Anxiety, depression, you name it. Think about it. A particular song can transport you back to a specific moment, evoke a flood of emotions. Music has this incredible ability to tap into our deepest feelings. And that, my friends, is where the real magic happens. It's like this raw, emotional energy we all have inside can find a voice, a channel, through music. And it's not just about feeling good, though that's a big part of it. Music therapy can help us build self-esteem, improve communication, and develop coping mechanisms for life's curveballs. It's like music hands us a toolbox, equipping us to navigate the ups and downs with a little more grace and resilience. What I've learned over the years, both as a musician and as someone who's witnessed the transformative power of music firsthand, is this: music isn't just about entertainment. It's a pathway to self-discovery. It's like this incredible tool we can use to unlock our potential, to tap into a wellspring of creativity and strength we might not even know we have. And that's what led me to develop Music Reheal Therapy. I wanted to create a space where anyone, regardless of their musical background, could experience the healing power of music. It's about stripping away the intimidation, the pressure to perform, and just letting go, letting the music guide you on a journey inward. We all have a song inside of us, a unique melody waiting to be expressed. Music rehearsal therapy is about giving that song a voice, about empowering you to find healing, growth, and maybe even a little bit of magic through the power of music. So if you're ready to explore the transformative world of music therapy, come join me on this journey. You might be surprised by what you discover. Now, some folks might think music therapy is all about, just feeling good, vibing out. And hey, there's some truth to that. But beneath the surface, there's a whole world of science backing it up. It's pretty mind-blowing, actually. See, when we hear music, it's not just our ears that perk up. Our brains light up like a Christmas tree. Scientists, those lab coat-wearing heroes, they've been hard at work mapping out how music affects the brain. And what they found is pretty amazing. It triggers changes in brainwave activity, blood flow, even our heart rate and breathing can sync up with the music. Talk about a full body experience. Turns out, music tickles this part of our brain called the limbic system. It's like the emotional command center, handling everything from joy and sadness to fear and excitement. So, when a certain melody hits you right in the feels, that's your limbic system doing its thing, releasing a cocktail of happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin. But here's where it gets even cooler. Music therapy goes beyond just making us feel good. It can actually help rewire our brains for the better. You see, our brains are incredibly adaptable, always learning and changing based on our experiences. It's called neuroplasticity. And it's like this superpower we all have. Music therapy taps into this superpower, using music as a tool to strengthen certain neural pathways. It's like hitting the gym for your brain, building up those mental muscles. For folks dealing with anxiety or depression, music therapy can help regulate emotions, quiet those racing thoughts, and bring about a sense of calm. And for those facing challenges like stroke or brain injury, music therapy can be a game changer. It can help stimulate areas of the brain affected by trauma, aiding in speech recovery, movement, and cognitive function. It's like music helps the brain find those workarounds, those alternate routes to get things back on track. One of the things I love most about music therapy is how it gives a voice to the voiceless. It's like this safe space where words aren't always necessary, where emotions can be expressed through the language of music. Sometimes putting our deepest fears, our hurts, into words can feel impossible. But music has this uncanny ability to bypass those roadblocks, to tap into those emotions we keep bottled up inside. In music therapy sessions, we might use songwriting, improvisation, or even just listening to music as a way to explore emotions. It's like the music becomes a mirror, reflecting back our inner world. And in that reflection, we often find insights, a deeper understanding of ourselves. For folks who've been through trauma, abuse, or those battling addiction, music therapy can be incredibly powerful. It can help process those painful experiences, release pent-up emotions, and ultimately find healing and hope. It's like music becomes a companion on the journey, a source of strength and solace. Now, I'm not saying music therapy is some magic cure-all. It's not about waving a magic wand and making all your problems disappear. But it's a powerful tool, one that can complement traditional therapies, enhance our well-being, and help us tap into our inner strength. It's about diving beneath the surface, exploring the depths of who we are, and using music as a guide on that journey. And that's what excites me most about the future of music therapy. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of the brain and the profound ways music affects us, the possibilities are limitless. We're just scratching the surface of what this incredible field can do. Music therapy is about more than just treating illness. It's about fostering wellness, about empowering individuals to live their fullest, most vibrant lives. It's about recognizing the incredible power of music to heal, to transform, and to connect us all on a deeper, more meaningful level. Now, I've had the privilege of witnessing firsthand the transformative power of music therapy. I've seen it work miracles, not in some flashy, overnight kind of way, but in these subtle, profound shifts that happen over time. It's like music seeps into those cracks in our armor, those places we try to hide, and it works its magic gently, persistently. Take Emily, for example. She came to me battling severe anxiety, panic attacks that would leave her paralyzed, unable to even leave her house. Music had always been her solace, a way to escape the noise in her head, but somewhere along the way, she'd lost her voice, her connection to that inner peace. We started slow, just listening to calming melodies, focusing on her breath. Gradually, we introduced songwriting, giving a voice to those anxieties that kept her prisoner. And slowly, but surely, I saw a light flicker back on in her eyes. The panic attacks lessened. The walls she'd built around herself started to crumble. And Emily began to rediscover her strength, her resilience, through the power of music. Then there was young Michael, a teenager struggling to cope with his autism. The world felt overwhelming to him, a cacophony of sensory overload. Communication, expressing his needs and emotions, it felt insurmountable. Music became our bridge, a way to connect on a deeper level. I introduced him to the drums, and it was like something clicked. The rhythm, the physicality of it resonated with him in a way words never could. Through drumming, Michael found an outlet for his energy, a way to channel his emotions, to communicate his joy, his frustration, his unique perspective on the world. His parents were amazed. They'd never seen him so engaged, so expressive. The music became a catalyst, not just for communication, but for building confidence, for fostering a sense of belonging. Music therapy didn't fix Michael's autism. That's not the point. It empowered him to navigate the world on his own terms, to find his voice amidst the noise. And then there was Sarah, an elderly woman battling dementia. Her memories were fading, her grip on language slipping away like grains of sand. Her family was heartbroken, feeling lost, unable to reach her. But then music entered the picture and everything changed. We played familiar songs from her youth, and it was like a door swung open in her mind. She'd light up, singing along, her eyes sparkling with recognition. Music tapped into those deep-seated memories, those emotions that transcended the fog of dementia. For those brief moments, Sarah was back with us, present, engaged, connected. Music became a lifeline, a way for her to communicate, to experience joy, to share precious moments with her loved ones. It was a powerful reminder that even in the face of cognitive decline, the human spirit, the power of music, can shine through. These are just a few threads in the vast tapestry of transformation that I've witnessed through music therapy. Each person who walks through my door brings their own unique story, their own struggles, their own hopes, and it's my honor, my privilege, to walk alongside them on their journey, to use music as a tool to help them heal, to grow, to rediscover the music within. Music therapy isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a deeply personal, collaborative process. It's about meeting people where they're at, listening with open hearts and ears, and creating a safe space for them to explore, to express, to heal. It's about recognizing the innate power of music to touch our souls, to connect us, to remind us that even in the darkest of times, there's always a song waiting to be sung. Now, as much as I believe in the power of music therapy, I also know it can feel kinda intimidating, right? Like walking into a room full of strangers, maybe feeling vulnerable, unsure of what to expect. That's why I created music rehearsal therapy, to strip away that intimidation factor and create a space that feels safe, welcoming, like a warm hug for the soul. Imagine this. You walk into a room bathed in warm light, the air filled with the soft strums of a guitar. There's no judgment here, no pressure to be a musical virtuoso. Just a bunch of folks just like you, drawn together by this shared love for music, this desire to explore its healing potential. We leave our baggage at the door, our worries, our anxieties, and we step into this sacred space where the only thing that matters is the music we create together. No need to be a rock star, no need to even read music. All you need is an open heart, a willingness to let go and let the music guide you. In music rehearsal therapy, we use a variety of techniques to tap into the transformative power of music. We might start with some gentle movement, letting our bodies sway to the rhythm, loosening up those tense muscles, quieting those racing thoughts. Then we might dive into some vocal warm-ups, finding our voices, those authentic sounds that reside within each of us. There's something incredibly liberating about singing at the top of your lungs, letting it all out, no holding back. It's like releasing all those pent-up emotions, those unspoken words, into the ether. And the best part, no one's judging your pitch or your tone. It's about finding your voice, your unique sound, and owning it. From there, we might explore improvisation, creating music in the moment, no rules, no expectations. It's amazing what happens when we let go of that need for perfection, that fear of judgment. The music flows freely, organically, and in that flow, we often discover hidden depths, a wellspring of creativity we never knew we possessed. One of the most powerful aspects of music rehearsal therapy is the sense of community it fosters. We're all in this together, supporting each other, cheering each other on. There's something incredibly healing about being seen, heard, and accepted for who we are, without judgment. In these sessions, we share our stories, our struggles, our triumphs through the language of music. We laugh together, we cry together, we hold space for each other's pain and joy. And in that shared experience, we realize we're not alone in our struggles. There's strength in numbers, in knowing that others have walked a similar path and come out the other side. We become each other's cheerleaders, encouraging each other to push past our comfort zones to explore new musical territory, to tap into our full potential. It's a beautiful thing to witness, this symphony of support, this chorus of courage, as we empower each other to heal, to grow, to find our rhythm in the world. Music rehearsal therapy isn't about creating professional musicians. It's about unleashing the music within each of us, that innate human capacity for creativity, for expression, for connection. It's about rediscovering the joy of making music for the pure pleasure of it, without the pressure of performance or judgment. It's about tapping into the healing power of music to soothe our souls, to calm our minds, to connect with our bodies, and to build a sense of community. It's about remembering that we're all musical beings, capable of creating something beautiful, something meaningful, something that resonates with our deepest selves. So, if you're curious about music therapy, if you're feeling lost, stuck, or simply want to explore the transformative power of music, come join me for a music rehearsal therapy session. Leave your expectations at the door, open your heart, and get ready to unleash the music within. The beauty of music rehearsal therapy and what makes it so powerful is the way it brings together a chorus of experiences. It's not just my story, my voice sharing the stage. It's about the countless individuals who've stepped into that rehearsal room and found their own unique rhythm, their own healing melody. Each person who walks through the door adds their thread to this rich tapestry of transformation, and it's humbling, inspiring to witness it unfold. There's Maria, a retired teacher who came to me feeling lost, adrift in the sea of retirement. Music had always been her passion, but somewhere along the way, life got in the way, and that spark, that creative fire, had dwindled to embers. Through music rehearsal therapy, surrounded by the warmth of community, she rediscovered her love for playing the piano, her fingers dancing across the keys once more, her eyes twinkling with rediscovered joy. And then there's David, a young man battling social anxiety who found his voice, his confidence through songwriting. The words he struggled to speak aloud flowed effortlessly onto paper, transformed into melodies that resonated with raw emotion. His voice, once hesitant and soft-spoken, soaring with newfound strength and clarity. His story, like so many others, reminds me that music has this incredible power to unlock hidden depths, to give voice to the unspoken, to empower us to step into our truth. One of the most rewarding aspects of facilitating music rehearsal therapy is witnessing the transformation that happens right before my eyes. I see it in those first tentative steps into the rehearsal room, the hesitation in their eyes, the uncertainty etched on their faces. Some come in carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, their smiles strained, their eyes betraying a deep-seated sadness. But then the music starts and something magical happens. It's like a collective exhale, a letting go of those burdens, those fears, those doubts. The room fills with a palpable sense of relief as they allow themselves to be present, to be vulnerable, to simply be. The music becomes a lifeline, a bridge connecting them to something greater than themselves, a shared experience that transcends language, background, or circumstance. I've seen walls crumble, defenses soften, as individuals shed their inhibitions and embrace the freedom of musical expression. There's a rawness and authenticity that emerges when we allow ourselves to be fully present with the music, to let go of judgment and expectation. And in that space of vulnerability, of shared humanity, true healing can begin. You know, it's not just the participants who experience transformation in music rehearsal therapy. It's a two-way street. Each session, each story shared, each melody created, it touches me deeply, reminds me of the power of this work, the privilege it is to hold space for such profound healing. I remember Sarah, a young woman battling chronic pain, who came to music rehearsal therapy with a flicker of hope in her eyes. The pain had robbed her of so much, her mobility, her energy, her zest for life. But through the power of music, through gentle movement and guided imagery, she found moments of respite, of peace, of connection to her body that transcended the pain. Seeing her face light up as she moved to the music, feeling the rhythm in her bones, despite the limitations of her physical body, it was a powerful reminder that healing can happen in the most unexpected ways. Her resilience, her determination to find joy amidst suffering. It reignited my own passion, fueled my belief in the transformative power of music. What I've come to realize is that music rehearsal therapy isn't just about the time spent within the four walls of a rehearsal room. It's about planting seeds of healing, of self-discovery that continue to blossom long after the session ends. It's about empowering individuals to tap into their own inner musician, their own innate capacity for creativity and connection, and to carry that with them out into the world. I see it in the way participants leave the sessions with lighter steps, smiles that reach their eyes, a newfound sense of peace and purpose. They tell me about how they're incorporating music into their daily lives, using it to manage stress, to connect with loved ones, to simply find moments of joy amidst the chaos. And that, my friends, is the ripple effect of music rehearsal therapy. It's about empowering individuals to find their voice, their rhythm, their own unique song, and to share that gift with the world. It's about creating a symphony of healing, one note, one beat, one heart at a time. As I reflect on the countless journeys I've witnessed through music rehearsal therapy, one thing rings clear. Music is more than just entertainment. It's woven into the very fabric of who we are. It's a universal language that transcends borders, languages, and even the boundaries of our own minds. It has this incredible power to soothe our souls, to ignite our passions, to connect us to something far greater than ourselves. In a world that often feels fractured and chaotic, music offers us a sanctuary, a space where we can shed our masks, let go of our worries, and simply be present with the beauty of sound. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there's always a melody waiting to be discovered, a rhythm to carry us through. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, our innate capacity for healing, for growth, for finding harmony amidst the dissonance. And that's what I hope to share with the world through music rehearsal therapy. This belief that music is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's not just for the gifted few, but for everyone. It's a birthright, a source of strength and solace that's always available to us, no matter what life throws our way. It's about reclaiming our innate musicality, rediscovering the joy of making noise, of expressing ourselves authentically, without judgment or expectation. So, I invite you, dear reader, to join the orchestra of life. Embrace the music within you, let it flow through you, and share your unique melody with the world. You don't need to be a virtuoso. You don't need to read music. You don't even need to own an instrument. All you need is an open heart, a willingness to listen, and a desire to connect. Sing in the shower, dance in your living room, drum on your steering wheel. Let the music move you, shake you, and awaken that part of you that's been dormant for far too long. Find your tribe, your fellow music lovers, and create something beautiful together. Support organizations that bring the healing power of music to those in need. Let's make the world a more harmonious place. One note, one beat, one heart at a time. Remember, the music never really ends. It's always there, pulsating beneath the surface, waiting for us to tap into its transformative power. It's a journey, not a destination. And it's one we embark on together. So let the music guide you. Let it heal you. Let it set you free. The world is waiting to hear your song. Subscribe to Terapia Musical.